Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Lucille and I am coming to you from Luna Lake, where it's looking a little smoky. We have the foot fire going on. This campground that I am at is currently about 15 minutes east of Alpine, Arizona, and this fire, they're calling it the foot fire, is just about 30 miles south of Alpine. So I think it's been going on for about 4 days, and it's burned just about 1,500 acres now, and they have zero containment. So hopefully we can get through this video without getting any kind of evacuation orders. I don't know. It is windy today, so hopefully the fire won't spread too much more. Let me just show you what I'm looking at. So, as you can see up there through the trees, there's blue skies and then smoke starting to shift in this direction. The fire is over there on the other side of that mountain. And just the other day, the guys were out here doing some bucket training at Luna Lake here, which is basically the helicopters coming in, picking up water to go dump on the fire site. So, got a little footage of that. Let me show you. With all that going on, Godspeed to all our firefighters and first responders out there during this fire season. Hope they stay safe, and hope you guys stay safe out there too this summer. Today we are going to be talking about 6 basic etiquette rules for RV life. And you know, there's different things that matter to different folks. These are just 6 different things that I've noticed that I could see might be troublesome. So I figured I would come in to do a segment of this video because it's just getting too windy outside. But the number one thing I've heard other YouTubers talking about, other RVers talking about, that seems to be an issue, and it's happened to me too, actually about a week ago, is knocking on people's RV doors. First of all, if the door's closed, I would stand maybe 10 feet away and maybe call out, "Hey, excuse me, hello, anybody home?" Before you come pounding on the door, knocking on the door, make yourself known that you're approaching. And if nobody answers, leave them alone. That means they're busy. They could be doing literally anything like showering, napping, making a video. Who knows? If their door is open, I would do the same thing. Stand back, announce yourself, let them come out. If they don't, leave them alone, maybe come back later. So here's another thing that kind of goes along with that. If you see one of your favorite YouTubers that you're subscribed to and that you're a fan of, and you know that's their rig parked at a certain campground or boondocking spot that you're at, don't bother them. I mean, if you see them out, usually they'll say, "Hey, if I'm out for a walk, you can come up to me and say hi." Or if you see me sitting at my campground, I mean, this is what I would say. Or, you know, you want to give them their space and respect their space. But if you see them sitting out at their camp, and they're making eye contact with you or they wave, I would take that as an invitation to say, hey, can talk to you. Otherwise, if they look engaged in making a video or doing something else, maybe leave them alone and give them their space. I think every scenario may be different, but just be aware of that you want to take into consideration that they might just want their space. And real quickly, guys, I just wanted to add this in. Obviously, it's going to be different. If you're at a meetup, of course, meetups are for getting to know each other and hanging out, and space at that point may not be such an issue. But I'm talking about mostly if you're out boondocking or places like that where people might want to be further away from other folks. Okay, so the number two unwritten rule of RV and a van life is to not walk through people's camp. Look, we're usually out here in nature, in the wilderness. Chances are you have tons of room to walk around. Guys, don't be walking right through people's camp, because sometimes they're going to have a dog who's close by. And if they don't keep it leashed, that dog might get startled and want to get mean with you, or you just don't want to invade people's personal space. Just go around. Just go a little out of your way, walk around, and do not walk directly through their camp. Here's number three. This is a big pet peeve of mine. You can drive like a bat out of HELL all you want when you're out in the sticks. But please, if you're going by other rigs, slow down a little bit. Quit dusting them out. That's just rude. Go slow, be kind, especially if they have, again, dogs or kids running around. You don't want to hurt them, and you don't want to dust them out. So, guys, please slow down if you're passing other rigs. Number four. This one got me real good. Don't park directly next to, sorry, I have an itch, I think I have a hair. Don't park directly next to somebody else's rig. Okay, so the other day I was boondocking. It was off a main road down this dirt road. And I'm telling you, this was national forest. Right down the road from me, there were at least another 4 pullouts on the side on the sides of the road. It was about 11:30 at night. I had been there all day because I was doing my chores that day. I resupplied on groceries, getting gas. It was my transition point from one campground to another, and it was about 11:30 at night. And this truck camper, and he looked like a single male older gentleman, came and parked, no joke, about 15 feet away from me, side by side. And he was up until about 3 o'clock in the morning, watching movies on his iPad or playing games. I'm not sure what. I could mostly hear it. And guys, that's just way too close for comfort, especially when there were 4 or 5 other spots to pull out right down the road. Give each other some space, folks. If I'm out in the sticks like that boondocking, chances are I don't want somebody right smack next to me, especially being a single female. I didn't want to stir up any problems by going up to him or getting out of my rig at 11:30 at night. I wasn't going to get out and go start commotion with him. I almost thought about leaving, but then I thought, no, this is what I'm prepared for. I had everything in place to protect myself if things got crazy. I calmed down. Then I thought, you know what? This is all free land after all. He just didn't know proper RV etiquette and didn't know that you shouldn't park so close to somebody else. So I just calmed down, and thankfully I had phone service. Um, so I figured, well, if things go bad, I have my self defense items in place to protect myself and my phone. I called 911. I always know my exact coordinates of everywhere that I go. That way, in a moment of distress, if I have to call 911, I know exactly what coordinates to give the authorities to come and help me if need be. So keep that in mind. I think I watched him until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I must have dozed off. And I got up about 4:30 to use the restroom, and he was gone. So that was kind of strange. Hey, let's go outside for a minute. I hear helicopters. I just want to go take a peek and see what's going on. Yep, still smoky. Looks beautiful over here. And when you look west, we've got that big smoke cloud over there. So the last unofficial, unwritten rule of life on the road is this. I don't know if this is number 5 or 6. I lost count. Mind your trash, guys. Try to keep the area you're camping in clean of trash and leave it better than you found it. Problem is, as these places continue to get trashed out here, they're going to start closing places down. We don't want that, especially for the people who are out here full time, and not even them, everybody, even if you're just a weekend warrior. Leave the grounds better than you found them. We can't stress this out enough. Since there are less and less people to maintain our public grounds, they will just start to shut places down, which means you're going to have to start paying for campgrounds, and it's going to start getting very crowded. Nobody wants that. So please leave your campsites better than you found them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a little something in this video. I am going to try to get some more updates about this fire. And please, if you've been watching and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button now. Give me a thumbs up. And take care, you guys. Be safe this summer. Don't be throwing cigarettes out your window. Mind your campfires, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully, we will be making our way north into New Mexico and checking out some cool spots up there. See you next time, guys. Take care.